And good morning, I'm Dan DeRosa with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We want to bring you the details of an operation that took about the last 30 days. It was really the month of August. This operation was done in connection with the United States Marshal's Office, more specifically the Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force. This was an operation to go out there and really focus on some of the most dangerous fugitives that are in our area. And in fact, we're going to welcome in the U.S. Marshal for Northern Ohio, Pete Elliott. Mr. Elliott, thanks for joining us today. How are you?
Hey, good to be here. Thanks, Dan.
Let's walk through, you're calling this operation a success. I think our viewers will agree with that. More than 130 violent fugitives were arrested during this operation called TriDENT, with an emphasis on the word dent, to put a dent in crime here in Northeast Ohio. 130 arrests. 5 of those were homicide suspects, 46 individuals arrested for felony assault, and 20 of those were assaults with firearms. There were 11 firearms recovered with over 3,000 rounds of ammunition. To me, that sounds like a lot. Walk us through why you, your office, the Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force, why do you call this a success? I know that's a dumb question.
Yeah, it's a success because we work with our partners in Cleveland. 130 fugitive arrests, violent felons, people that murdered, raped, and robbed. We were able to take those people off the streets. We also, a three-pronged approach, not only fugitives, but missing children and sexual predators, very violent individuals. One individual, murdered 2 family members in front of another family member and shot 2 East Cleveland police officers. We had another individual that pushed a 6-year-old out of a 3rd-story window, and that child has, serious injuries. So we're taking some bad people off the streets.
You're talking about the Aaron Scott case. He's allegedly shot and killed 2 family members, then went on the run, and during the search for him on 2 different incidents, shot 2 East Cleveland police officers. There was a quick resolve to that. It took a few hours, but when you have someone that's out there that has taken shots at officers, hit 2, they did survive. That's great to get that off the street. Let's talk about the missing child unit. 10 missing children recovered during this, as you said, 3-pronged TriDENT approach. When we hear that 10 children were recovered, were these runaways? Were they being held captive? Just walk us through what we mean by 10 children recovered.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. So you had 2 kids, at least a 13 and 14-year-old, that were taken by a 26-year-old individual that had no family relation. You had another one where the mom was mentally ill and could not take care of her children. They were in fear that harm was going to happen to those children. We were able to recover those children. We had runaways that some ran close to here, some ran far away. Some were being led by adults to other parts, of our country. So it was a little bit of everything in that.
And let's walk through, if you had the money, if you had the resources, some people are going to say, well, why are we ramping up enforcement just for 30 days? Walk us through the challenges that you face.
Yeah, we have 40 counties in Northern Ohio, so this isn't our first rodeo here in Cleveland. We've done this a number of times over the years. We've done it at Akron, Youngstown, in different areas. We're going to continue to do it, bring in our resources, and go after the most violent. I have 350 men and women that are part of my task force across Northern Ohio. We brought in all those units to Cleveland to make those arrests and focus. We're going to do it again, and we're going to do it in different areas around our district.
It sounds like you might be sending a message to fugitives that are out there.
And yeah, we've been doing this for a while. We're going to focus together with our local partners in Cleveland and other areas, and I believe continue to make a difference.
U.S. Marshal Pete Elliott, we know you're a busy individual. You're doing great work on our streets. We appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Take care. We just wanted to bring you the highlights of this operation. It was just announced this morning. The number of arrests, more than 130 individuals taken off our street. I think we can all agree that that is some incredible work in a 30-day span. And as you heard Mr. Elliott say, that's an operation, and future operations will continue throughout northern Ohio. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be here on our digital platforms. Our 11 o'clock news coming up on Cleveland's 43. Then look for our noon news on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a good day.